Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Life Radio Show favorite guest co-host with the most, Charlie Hester, is back in the studio. Kevin Rupert yells into the mic because our producer, Triple P, doesn't know how to adjust the levels. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at WWSU1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
Now you are.
Mic's up.
Hey! I love the way we see, because I'm on the other side of the world. I can't see what's going on there.
It's so confusing.
It's like, I don't even know where I am.
We're discombobulated tonight.
Hey, this is a Life Radio show, in case you couldn't tell by the random confusion and the fact that some of you might still be listening from the last show that said this is what was going to be next. I'm your host, Don Smith, sitting in with my guest co-host for the week. Welcome back, the lovely Charlie Hester.
Hello, everybody out there.
And my first guest is in the very beautiful Kevin Rupert.
Yeah.
What's up, Don? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that compliment. I appreciate it. Every time I come here, I get complimented. You know, last time it was the warm buns. This time I'm beautiful.
True. That's
I love
true.
it.
You did have Mike
warm toasty
Canistero
buns.
thought you had very. Was it Mike Canistero?
Yeah, I think I believe
thought
so.
you had very, very warm buns.
That's what he said.
That sounds like Mike.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He was. So what's going on? What have you been up to?
Oh, not much. Just getting ready for the barrel show on Thursday, which you're going to be on.
I'm trying to get new material together for not really new, just stuff I haven't done in a while, and some of it's kind of revamped, and I'm probably probably all going to suck, but it'll be.
That's all right.
Well, the thing is, I was just there the end of December, and I didn't want to do the same set again because I'm sure a lot of the people were going to be coming back from.
That's true.
Well, I don't know. Maybe some of the people from the last time wouldn't be coming back, but.
Not after the performance you gave, mister.
Right. Exactly. That'll teach me to take my pants off on stage.
All the good stuff. Gosh darn it.
Well, there was something with this erectile dysfunction cream that I was trying out. It was,
mercy. Here we go again.
That's just what the audience said.
Really sucked the air out of the room. It was a crowd killer right there. But, But I feel like I'm kind of in the same boat because I'm trying to prepare some new material as well, and so we'll see how that goes.
I got some new stuff. Some new stuff that I'm working on, but I'm going to have to hit a Sunday Comics for some of that because I don't want to go. I don't want to go into a booked show with brand new stuff. So
sure.
I'm using some older stuff I haven't done in a while that did well then.
That makes sense.
So
was it the Obama set?
It was.
Oh,
How did you
Thanks,
know?
Obama?
Yeah. That's like every punchline in the whole
When
set.
you said it was older, I didn't know how old we were talking.
It wasn't not quite that old.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
But no, it'll be fun. It'll be a good show.
Yeah, I think so. Should be a good time.
Yeah,
and where is that show at?
It's down in Springboro at the old Whiskey Barrel. They recently changed the name. It's under new ownership, so it's called Just the Barrel now. But
awesome.
But yeah, we do it on a monthly basis.
Yeah, great shows, great crowds.
Really?
Because most bar shows, you go into a bar and surprise most people that you're there.
Yeah.
This one, I would say the majority of people in there on a Thursday night are there for the comedy.
Oh, yeah.
I was amazed. When I did the show in December, because I mean, it was a fantastic audience in there.
Yeah, and in all seriousness, Don actually killed it with his set. He did a really good job. Which is why it's awesome to have you back for this one, because a lot of people were talking about it afterward. They were like, "That Don guy's pretty funny." So I was like, "Well, we'll bring him back for the next one."
We'll bring him back to
it's
really
going to be
disappointing next time around. So.
No, it's a friendly room too, so you can try out some new stuff and see how it goes. So it's usually a decent show. It's a lot of fun.
Don, one of the things that I really like about you is that, I mean, you are a comedy club owner, but you also, I mean, you hit the boards with shocking regularity, and a lot of club owners don't necessarily do that.
I try to.
Yeah, no, I think it's great because I think that you understand what, like, on a very deep, regular level, what the rest of us comics often go through when we're working, new material and things like that. So, yeah, good on you, man.
Yeah,
And
I've
congrats for not sucking last time, apparently.
I've bombed on many a stage. We had a couple weeks ago. I did a show at Bojangles it was a breast cancer benefit show, and I don't know how I kept from bombing tremendously on that one. Because I did for like the first 3 minutes. It was horrible.
Oh, no.
Because what happened, I was hosting. And the guy running the show, basically there was like 20 minutes of live music. The guy went up and played music. And then after that, he was going to move his stuff out of the way where we were going to do comedy. Uh-huh. Well, he moves his stuff out of the way, and the guy running the show said, all right, get us started. So no intro, no anything. Talk about going into a cold audience in a bar where everybody's chatty.
Yeah.
So after 3 minutes, I finally got their attention enough to where I could stop shouting into the mic and actually tell jokes. And then it went fine. It was just getting them back was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Ooh.
It could have gone much worse.
But you got them. I mean,
it took a while. Yeah, it took a while, but I got them.
That's okay. Yeah. Some of the best things are worth working for.
There you go. Yeah.
Right?
So what have you been up to other than self-improvement?
Yeah, self-improvement, man. That's been consuming me lately.
It happens. I'm going the other direction. I'm just defiling myself.
But that's how you're living your best life.
Right.
So,
it may not be my best life, but it works. Yeah. I'm not saying everybody should try it.
It's your most comfortable life.
Right. It's in my comfort zone, Pat. We were talking about comfort zones earlier.
It's all
growth
sweatpants
zones
and pizza and just not even trimming the beard.
Speaking of pizza, we're trying to order pizza.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is I can't order ranch on the side, but what I could do is order a cheese pizza with like one half of it being ranch or something like that if you want that. If I can. I don't know.
There is such a thing?
Yeah.
I think.
Wow. A ranch sauce? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You learned something new.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Who would?
I'm obsessed with ranch. I know. Well, I'm so mad because
What is your favorite ranch? What is your favorite brand?
Oh.
Because I'm a Hidden Valley kind of guy.
Well,
I like a good Hidden Valley.
Yeah, I am too. But there's a place, and you guys probably have them peppered around Ohio. It's called Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have a ranch sauce that is there, and I swear it tastes like ranch and butter. It is the most amazing dipping sauce I've ever had.
Now, there was a restaurant I used to work at in West Milton, up north of here a little ways when I was in high school, called the Pearson House.
Okay.
Still open, actually. I don't know if they still make all their stuff, but they actually made their own ranch dressing.
Uh-huh.
And that is by far the best ranch dressing I've ever found anywhere.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
So it can only be put on the whole pizza. So what topping? So this is going to be a pizza just for you. What topping do you want?
Bacon.
Bacon. All right.
Because I'm not effing around.
Just for
bacon
you?
And ranch.
No, I'm trying some of that.
A bacon pizza with
bacon
ranch
cheese,
dressing.
and ranch pizza.
All right.
I'm in.
The only way that it could get any better is if we could add pineapple to it, but then we'd be over the one topping.
I'd have to bow out on that.
Extra,
what?
yeah.
You are non-pineapple on pizza?
I'm a non-pineapple on pineapple. I'm not a fan of pineapple.
Oh, well, we can't be friends anymore. I gotta go. I'm out of here. Well, I mean, I'll get my pizza and then I'll be out of here.
Yep, I blew it with the pineapples. That's all.
Oh man!
Yeah. Every now and then there's
always the
one
pineapples.
thing that throws you off, and it's usually a frickin' pineapple. And I did it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So now, is it Kevin or which do you prefer going by, Kevin or Rupert?
I call him Rupert. Just
either one.
Because that's the Stewie's teddy bear.
Oh yeah.
On Family
Rupert.
Guy. So. Rupert.
Right. So I'm cool with that. People used to call me that back in high school. So Rupert's good. I also go by Kevin. So whichever one you prefer.
We'll just see which one I remember at the time.
Okay. Yeah, that works well.
Yeah.
I like that.
So here's my card.
Sorry, I just realized I didn't
how
have
much
any
tip
of my
you want to
notes
give?
over here. Not that I'm using them yet, but I
gotcha.
didn't have my notes or my water because I'm I'm
So just make it
out of
25.
sorts today. I'm on the other side of the mic.
Oh,
I'm on
$25.
It's just all discombobulated.
Exactly.
And are they delivering
my show has
here?
been disfigured.
I told
It's been the
them.
disfigured life. Feels like somebody. Feels like
Right.
I'm living somebody else's life, Rupert.
Interesting. It's crazy how being at a different place in a room can change your whole perspective.
Yeah.
You know, you can really switch things up.
See, I
Yeah.
can see I can see the clock over there. And
Oh,
which-
now you're going to be watching the time,
man.
keeping us on track.
It's throwing my whole game off. I got no game.
Well, we can. Do you want to switch? We can
No, we're
switch at the
good.
next break.
We might. I don't know. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it feels over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it over there.
Neither do I. Patrick, we voted. You got to go because I got to take my spot back. Pardon me.
Man.
So where were we?
I was going to ask
You were- yeah, okay.
Kevin Rupert.
Go ahead.
We'll just use whole names. 'cause
Sure.
I remember them both at this moment in time. So how long have you been doing comedy, sir?
Almost exactly a year. A year about
He's
2 weeks
new
ago.
still.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, that's
still
so
pretty new to it.
So you
Yeah.
still have like hope.
I know. Yeah, I haven't.
No, he doesn't.
We beat him out of that,
Okay.
that outing already.
Go Dayton. Comedy scene's
I'm
good for
only slightly disenchanted with it
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point. I
that's
still
true.
got a little bit of motivation, but a few more months, who knows?
I think I was about 2.5 years in before I started to lose that, and
Yeah,
now at right around 5 years, I just I'm done. If I never see another microphone again,
He says
I
into
see
the
it.
microphone.
Yeah, exactly. That's ironical.
It is ironical. Oh,
Yep. Yep. What is it, Lassie?
poor guy.
Did Timmy fall down
He's
the
trying
well?
to order his
He's-
food.
okay,
We're going to
yeah,
be nice to him.
Because you're getting a cut of it as well.
Exactly.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I'm getting some
Oh, I
of
don't
the.
care.
I'm getting some of the ranch
Perfect.
bacon pizza.
sounds good.
Ranch
That's,
bacon pizza.
oh,
Look at
yeah.
me. I am starting a movement.
Yep.
Ranch on pizza is essential. I don't understand why people don't. Buy into
See,
it.
so I can agree with you on pineapple on a pizza, but I cannot agree with the ranch on the pizza.
Yeah, I'll go for ranch long before pineapple.
Wow.
You're in an anti-pineapple league
I
here.
guess.
Rupert, pineapple, yes or no?
No on pineapple.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm kind of confused by the ranch thing. Is it like a dollop of ranch?
No, it's like
on
a
the
ranch
pizza?
sauce.
Oh, ranch sauce.
Yeah,
already on the pizza?
Yeah,
Or-
instead of
Oh,
the
wow.
tomato sauce,
Okay.
which is
Potato
great because I like,
Because it makes it all white and creamy.
Oh, tomato sauce. I thought you said potato sauce.
That's
Yes, I
Potato
prefer my
sauce.
pizza with potato sauce.
That's like mashed potatoes, only creamier.
Right.
Potato sauce.
And then I hope that the guy delivering it is a real spud.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
See, I'm in this seat I'm on.
Yep. That is your seat from now on.
That's
I
funny.
missed you guys.
I have to say I put your sticker on my car.
Uh-huh.
It is not meant for outdoor weather.
I know.
Yeah.
I need to order some bumper stickers, maybe. Or
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know
Well,
if other. I mean, I don't know how
I don't
many
know
people.
how many people actually want to put them on. I'm trying to get the whole back end of my car covered with comic stickers.
Ah, you saw the
That's
back
my
end of my
goal.
car.
Yeah. Well, I've been
Were you
doing
checking
that.
out
I've
my
been
back end, Don?
on your car? Yes, just the car.
Yes, that's right. Because that's
Right, because
Yes.
that's what I have to say.
my back end
That's-
is
yes.
amazing, though. I've got really, truly, I have bumper stickers from everywhere.
Right.
My
That's
favorite
awesome.
is from
Her
Muldoon's.
car.
Yeah,
is
my.
what she-
Well, okay, I got you.
Yeah, I don't.
I was a
but-
little confused there.
She
But now,
she doesn't put
thank-
the bumper stickers on her rear end.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, not unless I want to
clarification.
wax.
Ooh.
No, I have one from when I went to Michigan and did a show in the UP, and I stopped at Muldoon's Pasty Shop, which is like this little, I don't know, it's like a little cabin in kind of the middle of nowhere, and it has a picture of a pasty on it, and then it says Bigfoot bait, and that's my favorite because I have 2 Bigfoot bumper
So
stickers.
you're going with
Nice.
Bigfoot bumper stickers.
I like
Okay.
Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a believer. So you guys don't believe in pineapple, but do you believe in Bigfoot?
I don't know. I've always been a little bit torn on that. I believed in them big time when I was a kid, for sure. But I lived in Florida for a while. Don, you lived in Florida as well.
Yeah, that's where they misname things.
Right. And so I went to the Everglades a few times. I didn't see anything, so I don't know. I guess seeing is
that's
believing.
It
just kind of
I just see it in the Everglades,
and that's it just kind of.
But that's not the only place.
I no longer.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Washington State, that's loaded with Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
Canada has them. They're too polite to talk about it.
Sassy
They don't want to brag.
They're loaded with sassy squash.
We don't have them here, eh?
Yeah.
Ain't no Sasquatch here. You just move on, eh?
We'll keep you safe, little buddy.
Haven't there been sightings in like Houston Woods and Caesars Creek and stuff like that?
I'm sure there are. I've heard in Ohio they call it the grass man, which to me
just grass
man. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I was told a
Does
while
he sell
ago
weed?
that everybody in Ohio knows about the grass man. It's like, well, yeah, I got a buddy that I get mine from too.
I believe in the grass man. I think the grass man is real. But
But no, somebody told me that was an Ohio legend, the grass man. I was like, I've lived here all my life. I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of it either.
Exactly. So some people just make things up and expect everybody to believe them.
Right.
I don't know if I
like
believe
the Muffin
in the
Man.
existence of Bigfoot. It's a fun thing to think about, though. Yeah, I don't know that I do. It's kind of like a lot of things I don't know if I believe in because I've never seen anything that would give me the idea that it is.
It's fine. I'm full of hope and optimism, and I like pineapple and Bigfoot. So
you like pineapple on Bigfoot too? You eat pineapple off of anything. Go get me some pineapple.
That's one hairy pineapple.
You've been peeking.
oh man.
And I am doing so well at behaving because there's so many inappropriate jokes I want to make right now.
Like the delivery driver being a spud?
That.
Oh, no, way worse than that.
No.
Way worse. No. This is me being radio clean.
Okay, somebody commented, what about chupacabras?
Oh, the chupacabra. That's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know about chupacabra. Do you believe in the chupacabra?
Maybe.
The goat sucker?
Maybe.
Well, that's what it means.
I laugh every time I hear it, though, because it sounds very dirty.
Sucker, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, and they are. You ever seen a chupacabra? They're pretty dirty. They're dirty, skinny, malnourished coyotes. Or what they...
I think of all the mythical creatures, I think chupacabra, if any of them do exist, I think that's the most likely one. Because Loch Ness Monster has been debunked.
Maybe.
There's not much, possibly. There's not much evidence for Bigfoot. What else do you have? What's the one that Jeepers
evidence for Bigfoot? Because there seems to be people that claim there's a lot of evidence for Bigfoot out there.
That's true, but wasn't the footage like they deemed that to be a hoax or something like that? The famous footage of the Bigfoot turning to look.
Well,
and they decided that was a hoax, and that was like the main.
Piece. That was the big one.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's blurry?
I think so. Yeah, big time.
Nope, that's all of them. People just don't understand. Right. Bigfoot is not very photogenic.
right.
He turns out blurry and everything.
He does.
Yeah.
I feel like every couple of years, though, there's like you'll see something on the news. There'll be like a breaking story, and they'll say that like Bigfoot was found.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then 2 hours later, it just disappears, and you're like, "What happened to the Bigfoot thing?" I thought they just they found the guy.
Yeah. It was a mask.
It was.
They did that.
Man.
They had some dude stuffed in a freezer,
and CNN is gullible.
Sure.
Well, yeah. CNN was quoting Kyle Steele's Twitter feed as Donald Trump's.
Really?
Wow.
They did that because he has the eel Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
Basically, all it is, Kyle Steele. He has a Twitter feed called the eel Donald Trump, which all it is, it's word for word Donald Trump's tweets retweeted with all of the R's changed to E's.
That's amazing.
And they quoted the eel Donald Trump on CNN.
Oh my god.
Donald Trump's tweets.
That's great.
So yeah, that's Kyle Steele's claim to fame. Right?
This is totally true. I saw a headline on there. This was like maybe 3 weeks ago. It was breaking news. Like I went on their website and it said, scientists discover why wombat poop is cubed. And I was like, that's breaking news now? Like, at that point, you don't get to be news anymore. That's like disqualifying.
You did not know this.
I did not know that wombats
Yes,
squares.
we actually discussed that. Adrian Miller was in here, and we discussed cubed wombat poop.
Interesting.
In fact, on an episode, I believe, called Cubed Poop.
Oh, my gosh.
That's awesome.
The things we learn on the Life Radio Show when you pay attention, Rupert.
Right.
If you listen to all of them, you'd know everything in the universe because we've been through it all.
But I will say, I think that's a viable topic, in this context, not for like a cable news network. Or maybe it's a good like backstory topic or something. But it was like the
story.
Backside story. But when I saw it as like the headline on their website, I was like, oh man, that's just
slow
ridiculous.
news day as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I'm
you're
Googling
by this.
cubic poop
yeah.
now.
I just put in wombat poop, and I'm just going for it.
So we have cubic poop and no squared poop?
Right. Well, if it's squared, that's after you step on it.
I like cubism. It's fine.
Yeah, but not with poop. That's a little... Yeah.
I mean, every artist has to express themselves.
That's true. That's true. But it's just, it lacks originality if all wombats are pooping cubes. Just want one of them to do an abstract,
Oh, my gosh.
Pretty soon we're going to have pyramids coming out. Those would hurt.
That would, all the points.
Yeah.
But it's the strongest structure that there is, so... That's probably why you can't poop a pyramid. It's just too strong.
It's too strong.
Because, getting the point out's fine. It's just at the end, everything's going to slam shut. You don't want that.
So is pyramid poop, and is that like the front runner for the title of the episode?
It could be. It could be.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like all my episodes to be poop centric.
Oh, that's true. That's
right.
That's a good idea.
Right. I mean, most of them end up there, but I don't want to. I don't want to put. Yeah, we
cover.
Yeah. If we're well rounded.
Just not cube. Oh my gosh.
To be fair, though, it's more cylindrical than it is round.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Man. See, I don't know. We'll put down well-rounded.
They look like if you put them together, they could be sausage links.
Yeah. And we're going too far. It just
I think I have to take the blame for that tangent. I
think we'll all blame you for that one, Rupert.
Get out.
That's fair.
All right, what's the time looking like on there?
7:25. We got a quick side comment about pizza. Apparently, pizza is best dipped in milk.
What? Really?
Is that Dan Dean talking in there?
I don't know.
Well, if he's asking about the chupacabra, Dan Dean has chupacabra at his house, which is why I'm pretty sure that's Dan that's already starting to chime in before he gets on the show.
It is the same person.
Okay, I thought so.
Dan Dean.
Yeah.
Such
all right.
rabble rouser.
You want to get break one queued up, and I'll go ahead. You already got it queued up. I'm going to go ahead and hit the comedy rundown, and we'll go into a quick break.
All right.
Trying to think of who I have playing. I think I might have. I talked to Haywood Banks over the weekend, and I have gotten his permission to play some of his tunes on the radio. Yeah. And before too long,
says negative.
Huh? That's not Dan.
Negative.
Oh, okay. Negative, sir.
That would be Dan Dean. Then we'd know it was.
But I eventually I'm going to have a sweeper for the station ID from Haywood.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the people that they sent out to take attendance for the classrooms during the strike.
The sweepers, yeah. They're getting the custodians in there to do the teaching now. They got to have somebody.
They're going to have to.
Oh, they're still on strike. Yeah, they are.
15.
Yeah, because Right State Admin is a bunch of things that I can't say on the air.
Right State strong, baby.
Yeah. Right State stubborn as hell. Here's this week's comedy rundown brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Tuesday, tonight, February 5th, open mic at Peach's Grill at 104 Xenia Avenue in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 8 p.m., so you better hurry. Wednesday, February 6th, open mic at South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. Thursday, February 7th, we have 3 open mics. We have an open mic at the Spirited Goat at 118 Dayton Street in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 7 p.m. Also an open mic at the Barrel House at 417 East 3rd Street from 8:30 to 11 p.m. and an open mic at the Hookah Bazaar at 958 Patterson Road. That show starts at 10 p.m. Sign-ups are at 9:30, and I can't believe that on Thursday, February 7th, I did not put on my list the Barrel of Laughs comedy show.
Oh, come on.
That I'm on. And Dan Seabury is headlining
Dan
that.
Seabury's headlining.
Yeah,
Dan, yeah, he's awesome. And then Dan Dean, who's going to be on your second hour, he's going to be on the show as well.
Be on there, yeah.
Karen Jaffe, a lot of other great comedians.
Yes, it's going to be a packed show. That one really is a good show.
Awesome.
Yeah. Where is that? That's at the Barrel. What's the address there? It's I know it's like Route 73. It's right.
Yeah, it's right off of you get off of 75, and it's right off 73 there behind the Applebee's.
Yeah. Yep. Go to that one. Starts at 8:30.
Go behind the Applebee's. Go behind
the Applebee's. There's always something
right
funny.
behind the Applebee's.
It's not the pineapple.
Always something funny behind the Applebee's. Friday through Sunday, February 8th through the 10th. James Joe, is that right? I don't think that's right. I think I did not change that from last week, but I might have. I don't remember. Somebody's at the Dayton Funny Bone. Oh, it's not important. Friday and Saturday, February 8th and 9th, Dwight Simmons is at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. Saturday, February 9th, open mic at JD Legends at 65 Millard Drive in Franklin. Music at 6:30 and comedy starts at 7. And Sunday, February 10th, Wiley's Sunday Comics is back at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street. Our good friend John Morris is going to be closing out that show, so that'll be a fun one. That is it. As always, check out Wiley'sComedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And don't forget to show some love on Monday nights to the open mic at Hannah's at 121 North Ludlow Street in Dayton. Now play us out, Patrick.
Harry had a pimple, wasn't acting his it. Started out real simple, but the zit wouldn't quit. No one really noticed, but Perry knew was there. It was a blood-pour impaction, bacterial action. It was just a little redness sitting right between the eyes. But a zit with an ambition is a danger in disguise. Mama said, now don't you touch it and the zit will go away. But he locked the latch on the bathroom door and done it anyway. Tried a little Stridex, a smear, a clear, a seal. Even tried to execute it, but the zit he couldn't kill. So he pinched it with his fingers and the tongs from near the fire. Then he really got serious with some channel lock pliers. It was a zit. It was a zit that wouldn't quit. Well, in the middle of the night, the zit began to plump, and it swelled up like a water balloon just pulsing on a pump. It pushed aside the nightstand, it pushed aside the chair. It went right through the bedroom door just like it wasn't there. Down in the kitchen, you could hear the dishes break when it sat down at the table and had a bowl of frosted flakes. It was a zit! It was a zit! That wasn't quite! Mow, mow. Well, the action TV weatherman at his Doppler radar screen felt his pancake makeup crack at a sight he'd never seen. So the weatherman called the governor on the governor's secret line. He said there's a matter of municipal security that you should be aware of at this time. It's a high-pressure center, half the city wide, with what appears to be a teenage boy hanging off one side. It was a zit! It was a zit! That was quad! Well, the zit began to rumble. We all ran away. And what happened next, post-traumatic stress just won't allow me to say, but it was 2 townships over when Perry hit the ground. And do you know the cost to power wash a small Midwestern town? Now, Perry's on probation till the day that he retires. He can't have fried foods, chocolate cake, or channel lock pliers. It was a set! It was a set! That was quad! Papa, mow, mow.
Movie
Move over, Jimmy Kimmel. Step aside, Conan O'Brien. Back off, Stephen Colbert. It's my turn. I'm Mike Shea, and every Tuesday on my show, Mike Talks Funny, I sit down and talk with comedians, actors, film fans, podcasters, anybody willing to get down, get deep, and get dirty.
I don't remember the first time I had sex. That was horrible. I didn't even finish the first time I had sex.
I've tasted what most comics want, and now I have to go back and eat the leftovers.
You're so brave for wearing that shade of lipstick on stage. Oh my God.
Think of Last Comic Standing, and Mystery Science Theater 3000 had a baby, and that's the show.
My online doppelganger is also a larger black man. He is Adrian Miller. All the top results are he's a professor.
Interviews with great people, not to mention all kinds of awesome new music every show.
Hey, this is Don Smith.
This is Scotty Mays.
Hey, this is Kevin Goatee with Comics Watching Comics.
Brought to you by Eventide Entertainment.
I do my own taxes. I'm kind of proud of that, but it's also kind of like sex for me because like the whole time I'm like not really sure I'm doing them right. You know, like is this what they want? Like it's because that's what I'm doing. You know. And can I put that there? Because maybe that's going to come back to haunt me someday. Just saying.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio. Did I actually come in on time there? Because usually we get all thrown off, and I just even though you give me the cues, I'm just.
Yeah, you came in on time.
Yeah, okay, and then I ruined it by asking those questions. It's what I do. It's what I do. It's why we can't have nice things.
That's right.
We're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith, sitting in with Charlie Hesters, my guest co-host.
Hello.
Always a pleasure.
Aw, thank you.
Always. Kevin Rupert is also my guest. Sometimes a pleasure.
From time to time. It's hit or miss.
A pleasure. Yeah. And Triple P sitting over there, important on the board, running things, keeping this train running off the rails, most likely. But ordering pizza, yeah, we should have some bacon ranch pizza coming, and I'm excited.
Oh my gosh!
You're excited.
Today's been such a good day, and now it's ending with bacon ranch pizza. So
can't go wrong.
Seriously, I am such a happy girl.
That's
such a happy girl.
That is good. That is good. Rupert, are you a happy girl?
I'm a happy girl. Yeah.
Awesome. We are.
I'll go with that.
We are some happy girls, Patrick.
Are you a Barbie girl?
In a Barbie world, yes.
Well, I guess technically, according to my sweater, I'm cheerful.
Yes, I've been reading that since you've been here.
I put it on and I realized that.
I wish it was Braille.
What kind of... Wow. What kind of comment was that?
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
Man.
This is why, even if I should ever become like incredibly famous, I'm still going to come back once a month and do this because this is seriously the highlight of my month being
for that.
Here.
We're hoping for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Let's
good.
do that.
We're going to hold you to that. When you get rich and famous, you still have to come back here.
We have a question. We have a question from Henry Kerman.
Henry Kerman.
Hi, Henry.
So it's asking the order in which you put your socks and shoes on. Do you go sock, shoe, or sock, shoe, shoe?
Anybody that doesn't go sock, shoe has some mental deficiencies. That's all I'm going to say about that. You know.
For me, it depends on the day. Like usually I'm sock, shoe, but
shock, shoe. That's like an 80s
shock,
song.
Shoe.
Yeah, shock,
I can't talk
shoe,
today.
Shoe. That's moving on. Young boy. We're going to start off with a news story about a young boy was found after he went missing for 2 days in the woods and said that he, quote, hung out with a bear.
Whoa!
Casey Hathaway had been playing outside his great-grandmother's house with 2 other children on Tuesday. The 3-year-old then apparently wandered off into the woods in North Carolina. I'm assuming he was in North Carolina already. He didn't hike over. Yeah, 3 years old, hanging out with a bear. Emergency responder Captain Shane Greer discovered Casey to be tangled up in a thorn bush, but said he did not appear to be seriously harmed. The young boy said he had hung out with a bear for 2 days.
Wow.
Maybe it was Bigfoot.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Because as a 3-year-old, are you really going to distinguish the difference?
No, and it's reasons like this that I believe.
Yeah, and maybe his parents told him it was a bear because they didn't want to admit that
they
it
didn't
was
want
Bigfoot.
all the coverage.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, exactly.
They like, we already lost you. We don't need any more.
Yeah, because they would have had plenty of news coverage just with the boy
being found
and hanging out with a bear.
Yeah, and who's going to believe a 3-year-old that he was hanging out with Bigfoot?
Right.
Nobody, but me.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Because I love pineapple. And I wear Braille.
He was hanging out with Bigfoot eating pineapple pizza.
And bacon ranch pizza.
And Braille.
Reading the Braille on Charlie's shirt, yeah.
You know that in 2 weeks I'm coming back with a shirt that has Braille on it. You know I am.
I got to learn to read Braille, Rupert. That's
You'll get a feel for it.
Yeah, that's not Braille. This bump shouldn't be here. I just got a text.
Wait a minute.
That's not from who I think it is.
This bump's bigger than the rest of them.
Yep, she filed. I'm kidding.
Oh, done.
Universal Studios Orlando has a new character in one of its theme parks with a very particular set of skills.
I know this one. I'm excited.
It's not the guy from Taken.
I know. I know exactly what you're going to say.
Guy Diamond, the troll from the Trolls animated movie, has a well-defined bare bottom that not only farts at guests, but fires off glitter when it does. Guy Diamond recently joined Trolls Branch and Poppy, who have been doing meet and greets at the theme park for some time now. Branch and Poppy, for the record, are fully clothed, as they should be.
Wait, what?
I guess. Apparently, Guy Diamond is naked, and he farts glitter.
Yes, he does.
Because if your name's Guy Diamond, you better get a skill.
I got ripped off. I expected diamonds to come out of there, not glitter.
Well, dig further.
What are we doing?
There we go.
Sometimes you got to get right up in there.
You got to get into the coal, Don.
Yeah, don't mind the pressure.
The coal's going to be cubed, too. Cubed coal.
Inside the Magic said the troll trio does a dance for the guests. Then, after cutting loose, Guy Diamond releases a sparkly Shart. just as he does. That is, I don't know if we can use that as the name of the episode
Sparkly
or not.
Shart?
Sparkly Shart is so.
Yeah,
That's
I think
what's going to be in Braille.
That's great. The sparkly Shart.
Sparkly Shart.
Yep. Okay, that'll go in as a subtitle. It's going to be well-rounded, sparkly Shart.
The well-rounded sparkly.
The combination.
So, yeah, what do we think of that? Is that really something that... Because I don't know. It's a theme park for kids.
I mean,
Should
Kevin,
we really
you're still
have
pretty much a kid. Do you find that exciting or like
I would find it funny.
Yeah, it's something that you'd think kids would find funny.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder what the price tag is on something like that, because that's got to be kind of expensive for that type of special effect.
I mean, you're getting a diamond, so.
Well, glitter's not that expensive. It's
true, but I mean to equip so it's like a life-size doll, right?
Well, I'm sure
it's
it's somebody in a suit. Yeah,
oh,
it's a costume.
Someone in a suit.
Yeah,
I'm sure the person inside the costume is not actually rectally fitted with a sparkle machine.
Wouldn't that be something?
For some reason, I was thinking like
sparkly.
For some reason, I was thinking like animatronic or something like that. But this is a person in an actual suit.
This is a person in an actual suit.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the suit itself does the sparkle sharding.
The well-rounded
what else would you
sparkly
call
shot.
it? It's not a fart because something's coming out.
Right.
That's a sparkly surprise.
Well, I mean, in that case, I think I'm fully in favor. Then, I mean, it seems like low cost,
just
pretty cool.
Because it's
effect.
a Shart, you're in fully favor.
Yeah.
Fully in favor. That's what. Okay.
Sparkly Shart. Yeah. It's
I have a joke I want to say so bad, but I can't because FCC.
Yep.
Can you mark on your paper and we can?
Can you bleep it?
Maybe.
Would it work? It wouldn't be as fun, I don't think. You want to write it down? Text it to me?
That's what I was doing.
I hope my bosses here at Wright State don't hear me saying sparkly Shart on the radio. Well, that would be interesting. I don't think it'll get me in trouble. I just think it'll be awkward around the office.
Well, I mean, you're not the one that released the sparkly Shart.
That's right. Yeah,
you're not responsible for
I think
it.
I'm absolved. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. With the Super Bowl that happened on Sunday, you have an easy counter water cooler conversation.
That's right. Yep.
You got
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm waiting. Nothing's. Oh,
Charlie gets
just
fired.
Popped up.
5,
just popped up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Are we counting down to the sparkly Shart out of?
Nope. That's yes. I mean, hell yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person, but anyway.
No, I was just joking, by the way. I'm not worried about.
I have a joke about getting glitter in my beard.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
I thought that was an actual fashion trend, though, putting
it is.
glitter in your beard.
That's what my joke is, because there's only one reason. There's only one acceptable reason for a grown man to have glitter on his face and on his beard, and that is if he just got kicked out of the strip club for going...
Oh, my God.
The only reason.
That's pretty awesome. Yep.
And that's the part we can't say on radio.
Right. Yeah, something like that. Although we're going to continue on with the news, but we've had enough. We've sharted enough on this one, sparkly or not.
So somebody's asking, do they have a poop vacuum in the suits?
So
yes, something that shoots the thing out.
Oh, okay. So it's
like a shop vac.
So a glitter vac. Yeah, they'd have to reverse it. Yeah.
Have to reverse it from suck to blow.
Yeah, you have to reverse from suck to blow, and that's how you get a spray of glitter.
All of a sudden, I'm quoting Spaceballs.
There you go.
Although the polar vortex put most of the country into a record-breaking deep freeze, I don't remember a thing about this news story right here. I really don't. I don't even know where this one's going. It wasn't all bad news. The plummeting temperatures allowed Minnesota man and his neighbors to revive the mystifying and somewhat eerie phenomenon known as frozen pants. Tom Grotting of Minneapolis began the frozen pants movement. In 2013, a polar vortex brought sub-zero temperatures to his neighborhood, and he then posed some jeans. The idea caught on, and soon several neighbors followed his lead. In subsequent years, weather permitting, the frozen pants returned, sparking news coverage across the country. After that last episode, or that last news story, we're going to spark their frozen jeans now.
See,
last month, Grotting and his brother John visited Northfield, Minnesota for the opening of St. Olaf College's new hockey arena. Quote, "It was as cold as it gets that morning, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to freeze some pants." Of course, so I brought a couple pairs of Big Daddies in a bucket.
See, I think this is good if you use too much erectile dysfunction cream and you got to just, you got to do something about it right away.
It's like a cold shower, but it's frozen pants.
Yeah.
Yes. That's brilliant.
That's one way. That's one way to kill the morning that thing.
I don't know. Can you say wood?
I would.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
How much wood could Charlie chuck if Charlie could chuck wood?
Oh, Charlie can chuck wood.
I think we should move on from that story.
Can I ask our guest a question?
Sure, go right ahead.
So tell me, Kevin Rupert, what made you decide to start doing stand-up?
Oh, that's a good question.
Sorry.
Well, no, I wanted to know, and we usually cover that early on.
I put on some frozen pants. And then, I actually...
You were all out of erectile dysfunction.
That's
cream.
right, and so I had nothing else to do.
You tried to borrow mine.
Don was there.
And then you sharded glitter, and everybody loved it.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I finished my master's degree in Florida last year, or year before last, and at that point, I was sort of left with no job, no school stuff going on, and I was like, I want to try something different.
As a master's degree tends to do.
Exactly, yeah. They tell you it's going to lead to a good occupation, but then you end up at, well, I'll stop there.
Yeah.
Right.
But
you end up at Universal Studios sharting glitter.
That's right, yeah.
I got a master's degree.
Shartology.
I want to look up that guy's educational background.
Fart history.
Go ahead.
No, it's yeah. So anyway, I decided to try something different, and so I had been writing a little bit of stand-up material, and I went into. I was living in New Jersey at the time, just moved up there, and went into Manhattan, did an open mic, and it went okay. So I just kind of stuck with it.
Huh.
And then I moved back here in July, so I'm just kind of trying to keep the comedy thing going.
Right. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is your master's degree in?
Business administration. So it's like the GED of master's degrees, basically.
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
the
Still counts.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, that's what I was working on until I had to quit because my business.
Right.
So yeah, business degree, actual business. I guess I'll save the one that'll count.
You learn more from actual business. I will say that much.
Right. I haven't learned anything except I don't want to be in business.
No, you have to stay in business for a little bit longer.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's
yeah,
true. That's
because I love that club.
Me too. It's a labor of love. That's because that's really all I get from it. Because
labor.
Yeah, just labor. Yeah, birth. Sorry, I got depressed for a second. Let's head on. Hong Kong police destroyed a German-made grenade from World War I on Saturday morning after the device cropped up in a shipment of imported potatoes at a local potato chip factory. The grenade, described by authorities as having been caked with mud and dirt, was discovered by workers at a factory run by Japanese snack maker Calbee. South China Morning Post reported. Police said they used, quote, high-pressure water firing technique. They threw it into the lake to safely detonate the weapon. Superintendent Wilfred Wong Ho Han said the grenade was imported from France together with the other potatoes. There's French-German potato grenades.
Wow.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm assuming it exploded or it detonated or...
Well, they detonated it.
I'm surprised that
it didn't it didn't ruin the potato factory.
Well,
they took it outside and they detonated it.
No, I mean, but I'm shocked that a grenade would have lasted that long being buried in elements.
It was German-made. True. Yeah, for what it's worth, they made some quality stuff. I mean, they did a lot of bad decisions, but some quality products.
That was World War II, though.
This was a World War I grenade. So the first time they tried it.
Wow.
The first time they tried it.
The first time they tried it.
We're gonna get canceled after this.
Why did they win?
No,
they aren't running the show, are they? I'm part German. I would think I would know.
I'm 75% German, so yeah.
Which parts? No. No, I'm just... the thing that confuses me about this article is the superintendent's name.
Why?
Because it's Wilfred Wong Ho Han.
That's definitely not German.
Right. Yeah, well, it happened in... It was in a... let's see, was it... It was in Hong Kong. So I get the Wong Ho Han part of the name.
Right.
Wilfred kind of throws me off a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He's a German businessman who
changed his last name to Wong Ho Han?
Well, no, he's doing work in Hong Kong. Wilfred.
So when in Hong Kong,
Wilfred.
Do as the Wong Ho Hans do, I guess.
He was well hung.
Yeah.
Trying not to make that joke.
Sorry.
Wilfred Well Hung Ho Hong.
We're going to get slapped with libel.
A German
Another one?
A German sausage museum.
Give me the paper. I'm going to read it.
Oh, I did.
Your face is so red.
Oh, give me a second. I'll compose myself. A German sausage museum apparently won't move to the site of a former Nazi camp for slave laborers after news of the plan triggered strong criticism, because why wouldn't it? The German Bratwurst Museum was slated to move to an area on the outskirts of the eastern town of Mulhausen. That was once a satellite site for a larger Buchenwald concentration camp that drew criticism from Jewish leaders and others. That's a name. Yue Keith, the head of the association that operates the museum, was quoted late Friday as telling the Build newspaper, "We definitely won't build there." The Build newspaper, that's cute. He told the news agency DPA that the group had discovered the site's history only Wednesday and will launch a complete reevaluation. It had been offered the site by a private investor who bought it from the German government in 2008. So, yeah, keep your German sausage out of my camp is what. that's just not a good place to be at all, man. How do you follow that, Rupert?
I don't know. That's a tough one to comment on because
it
it's
is.
so.
It is.
Yeah, I don't even know what to.
I think
say.
the only good part about that is, we followed Wilfred Ho Hung Well Hung
Right.
with the German Sausage Museum, and I think from that we just need to move on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sometimes you just need to
gotta
scrap
take
a news
the victory
story
and move on.
and move on to something happier. A 14-year-old Florida girl is facing grand theft charges after she alleged
a 14-year-old.
Yep, after she allegedly stole a pizza delivery driver's car early Wednesday morning.
There goes our pizza.
Yep. Police in Lee. I hope you didn't order it from Florida. It's going to take a while to get here, especially when they don't have their car anymore. Police in Lee County say Josie Bigelow ordered 2 pizzas and had them sent to a neighbor's house in Lehigh Heights. When the driver went to the door to deliver pizzas, Bigelow allegedly popped out of some nearby bushes and stole his unlocked 2006 Ford Taurus. Really? Grand theft? I wouldn't think a Ford Taurus would be worth that. It's like
to
petty
a 14-year-old
theft
it is.
Yeah, but she was charged with grand theft. I don't know. Maybe he left one of the pizzas in the car.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It bumped it just over the limit. The driver, 49-year-old Christopher Cook, told deputies he was walking to the front door when he saw a person come out from the woods, get in his car, and drive away along a canal. Bigelow was charged with grand theft of an automobile and taken into juvenile assessment center. She was later released. Yeah,
let her go.
It's a 2006 Ford Taurus. If you're 49 years old and delivering pizzas in a 2006 Ford Taurus,
are you saying he was asking for
welcome to Florida. This is your life, buddy. Just drive it back to the mobile home park. And,
Hey, speaking of pizza, what's the ETA on our on our za?
8:08 p.m.
Okay,
so about 10 minutes.
All right. Well, we're getting there. We'll get through this.
We will,
one way or another. What do I want to cover next? I don't know.
The pizza with pineapple.
No.
Yeah.
With glitter.
With Shart glitter. There you go.
Shart glitter. It's Shart Week.
It's Shart Week, presented by National Geographic.
Yep, I think we're going to have to do a Shart Week on this show.
That's so great.
Let me write that down. I'll put that in the good ideas list.
We need to do it in August because that's when Discovery's Shark Week is.
Right.
It's always during my birthday.
And we'll match it with when's your birthday?
August the 8th.
Oh, okay. I'm the 14th.
Oh, yeah. And we're the same age, aren't we? I always forget.
I don't know. I don't want to say that.
Oh. I don't care.
Old.
I just had my eyes done. I look younger than you now.
Everybody looks younger than me.
So my question for you is,
okay,
do you take a killer Shart around a sperm whale?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't let a sperm whale anywhere near my Shart.
It just becomes a bigger mess than it already is.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's
Shouldn't do it on purpose.
No.
My thumbs are so bad.
Are we done yet? No.
We got like 3 minutes, man.
3 minutes?
4.
We have one more fantastic news story. An Indonesian variety of the durian, a pungent spiky fruit considered a delicacy across many parts of Asia, has been sold in a store on the island of Java for a hefty $1,000 per fruit. The J Queen durian, that sounds like a rapper. The J. Queen durian was selected by a panel of farmers in a region of central Java because it was deemed to have a special taste and texture. Said Sudarno, a farmer who grew the fruit. Of course, if he's trying to sell it for $1,000 of fruit, he's going to talk about how special it is.
Yeah.
And it's not like, this is your just run-of-the-mill stinky fruit. Have that. Have $1,000 stank fruit. Why don't you?
Stank fruit. Yes, that's such a great band name.
There we go.
God. Right?
Stank
fruit.
Band names and show names are all we come up with. This is like 2 hours of show coming up with band names is really what this is.
Stank fruit and the anal covered peanut butter.
Give it up for stank fruit. Two of the rare durians, which
their
were
hit single, Sparkly Shart.
Two of the rare durians, which were displayed in a case in the store in Tasikmalaya, in the neighborhood and province, were sold for 14 million rupiah, which is about $1,000 each. Said Sudarno, who uses one name like many Indonesians. I guess they just they can't afford another name because they're spending too much money on fruit. Asked why anyone would pay such a high price, he said the harvest from this particular tree had failed in past seasons, but a new fertilizer helped produce fruit this year. And he crapped on it. It's a sweet, it's sweet, fluffy, and delicious. Sudarno said, describing the texture like as creamy like butter. So it's a stank buttered. Stank butter fruit.
I think I'd rather eat glittery Shart than that.
I'd rather eat pineapple on pizza than stank buttery Shart fruit.
Is it too late to change our order?
No, it is. It's way too late. Oh,
the pineapple would have costed extra.
I just wrote
anyway,
down
I
it's
think.
Shark Week, so we're it's gonna be a thing now.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, I'm coming in for that.
Somebody commented. Somebody legit commented and said shark facts would be fun.
Shart facts would be funnier.
Shart facts would be funnier.
Yeah.
I feel like Shark Week is like a good search engine optimization thing. Like a lot of people are going to be searching Shark Week, and they're going to come across
Shark Week.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
that
so,
would be all. Just
yeah. So they're going to be disappointed in some sense, but at the same time, more traffic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
got to have good traffic for Shark Week. We don't want to.
We need lots of movement.
Yes, we need lots of movement across our site.
Need to get the people from the Super Bowl to go to your website.
What we really want to do is leave a mark on radio. That's really what we're here for.
A skid mark on radio.
Right. We just want to leave our mark altogether. That's so. Yeah, Shart Week is going to be.
I love this job so much. I really do. Really do.
Are we ready? Are we ready to take a break?
I think so.
And go hunt down a pizza delivery driver? Because I'm ready for some bacon ranch pizza.
Oh, we still got 8 minutes on the pizza.
Oh man!
Why do you have to hurt me, Patrick?
It's not me. It's them.
You really want to hurt me? All right. You can't sing at all, Rupert.
I cannot.
I'll tell everybody that was you.
Oh my god!
All right, let's take a break, Patrick. I'm tired. Right. Time for a short nap. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, with repeats on Wednesdays from 10 to noon and Thursdays from noon to 2. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
Presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
In 2 weeks, I'm coming back with a shirt that has Braille on it. You know I am.
I've got to learn to read Braille.